vibration that is produced by the object, number of vibrations that is produced by the particular object. Do you have any problem up to here? Besides these, we also studied speed of the sound. Yes or no? So what is the formula that is used to calculate the speed of the sound?
Frequency.
What is the formula?
Frequency wavelength.
Frequency, vibration that is produced by the object as the wave of sound that used to determine the speed of the particular sound. So in which medium the sound gets travel faster? In which medium the sound gets travel faster?
Solid. Solid.
In solid medium, the sound travels faster because in case of solid medium, the molecules are closely packed with each other. The molecules are far apart from each other. So up to this, we have studied yesterday. Besides that, I told you to do the numerical problems. Have you finished the numerical problems? Have you finished numerical problems, everyone? Not finished. Okay. So anyway, whenever you finish it, okay, if you find any difficulty, you can ask me. Okay. So today we are going to study a new topic, that is reflection of. So before starting reflection of the sound, can I ask you what is reflection of light? As you have already studied reflection of light. No. Have you studied, do you remember studying reflection of light? Do you remember
Yes,
studying
ma'am.
reflection of light, everyone? You studied reflection of light, you have also studied laws of reflection. No? So what do you mean by reflection of light? Can you tell me? What do you mean by reflection of light? Can a reflection of light
Ma'am, the
don't know.
process of bending of light when it travels
The
from
process
one medium. Ma'am, the process of bending of light when it travels from one medium to another. Optical medium.
Yes, the process of bending of light generally, the process in which light gets returned to the same medium. Yes, light gets returned to the same medium after striking to a certain surface is regarded as a reflection of light. Yes, reflection of light simply is the process in which the light bounces back. Reflection of light is the process in which the light bites to a certain surface is regarded as reflection of light. And the process of bending of the light when it travels from one place to another place is regarded as a refraction. There are two terms associated with the light. Is the previous medium returns to the original medium after it strikes a third surface. It is regarded as a reflection of light, whereas the returning of the light, bent light, when the light is passing from one medium to another medium, that is the refraction of light. So please do not be confused with these two terms, that is reflection and refraction. Again, light का medium में strike भरा, का surface में strike भरा, पहिला के original path में return हुन्छ भने that is reflection of light. तर एउटा मिडियमबाट अर्को मिडियममा हुँदाखेरि लाइट यदि बेन्ड हुन्छ, रेज अफ लाइट बेन्ड हुन्छ भने that is regarded as a refraction of light. But for your label, you only need to study the reflect light as well as reflection of sound. Like the reflection of the light, like the reflection of light, the sound also like the reflection of the light, sound also gets reflected back to the original medium when it gets applied to a particular surface. So this process in which sound gets reflected back, the process in which the sound waves return to a similar medium, sound waves return to the original medium when it strikes to a particular surface, when it strikes to certain surface. This is regarded as reflection of light. Most of the light in most of the time, the light gets reflected. There are larger number of objects present in the surrounding environment. As you can see in our houses also, in our rooms also, larger number of the objects are present. So these effects helps in reflection of the sound from one place to another. Whenever we speak, whenever a person speaks, the sound gets to a particular surface and it will again be bounced back to the original surface, original places. This process, this phenomenon in which the sound wave returns back to medium when it strikes to a certain surface is regarded as a reflection of sound. Reflection of sound basically occurs with the help of the two different phenomena, that is echo and reverberation. Maybe you all have heard this term, echo and reverberation, form of echo or in form of reverberation. Whenever we shout, sitting in front of the mountain, sitting in front of the cliff, or sitting in front of the quiet place, we generally hear the sound again. We have heard the echo. We hear the repeat again and again whenever we are in front of the mountains, in front of the cliff, or in front of the quiet forest. So this occurs because the sound wave that comes from our mouth strikes to the object that is present in our surrounding area. If we are in front of a high mountain, the sound wave strikes to the rock surrounds of the high mountain. Similarly, if we are in front of the cliff, the sound wave strikes to the cliffs that are present in front of us. Similarly, in the quiet forest, it strikes with trees that are present in the forest area. So after the striking takes place, after the speech is told, after we open our mouth, after we speak certain words, those words will travel from our mouth and then move towards a certain direction. After moving towards a certain direction for some period of time, it strikes to any object that are present in the surrounding area, and then it again will be bounced back to us. It again will return back to us. This process of reflection in which the sound returns back to us, and we hear our voice again and again. This process is regarded as echo. This reflected sound that comes back to us, this reflected sound that comes back to us from the high mountain, from the cliff, or from quiet forest, or from the deep tunnels, and many other quiet and deeper places. This is regarded as a reflection of sound in the form of the echo. Basically, the echo will be heard if the distance between the source of the sound and distance between the striking object is near to each other, or they are at least 15 meters from each other. The source of sound, that means whenever we speak, हामीले बोल्दाखेरि हामी बोल्नु र हामी बसेको ठाउँ र कुनै पनि क्लिफ र माउन्टेन बीचको डिस्टेन्स चाहिँ यदि 17 मिटरसम्मको छ भने we can hear the echo from the particular cliff or mountain whenever we are present. But if the distance increases as alone, if the echo becomes very, very fainter in distance टाढा भयो त्यति नै के हुन्छ will be we can hear very hard echoes as the distance increases from the sources of the sound. Clear everyone? Clear up to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, echo भनेको चाहिँ the basically echo is the reflection of the sound. Echo is what? Reflection of the
Sound.
in this particular space in which the distance between the person, and the mountain is meter. So whenever we speak, whenever a person speaks or whenever the sources of sounds are present, the sound will travel from mouth or from sources of sound in a form of a sound wave in the form of a longitudinal wave. As soon it reaches to the cliff, it reaches to a certain striking object, it will strike to the object and then it will again bounce back to the same medium. And we can again hear our sound time and again. This process is regarded as echo produced by a
Echo.
particular sound. Clear? So echo is generally a reflex of the sound from the cliff, from the walls, or from any type of deeper objects or any type of deeper gurges that are present in the particular area. The echo is the reflection of sound that is experienced by a person from any deeper wells, long tunnels, ridges, mountains, cliffs, or the quiet deep forest is regarded as the echo. And for the echo to take place, the distance between the sound source and the distance between the cliff or any other places should be at least how much?
17 meters.
It should be at least 17 meters. Now, another form of reflection of sound is the reverberation. Reverberation, like the echo, does not take place in the deeper forest or does not take place in the deeper tunnels. Reverberation basically takes place inside our own room. Reverberation basically takes place inside our own room. Yes, whenever we speak inside the empty room where there is no presence of the furniture, completely empty, we hear our sound in a bigger manner. So सानो स्वरले बोल्दाखेरि पनि हामी हाम्रो आवाजलाई एकदमै ठुलो सुन्छौँ. If we speak inside the empty room, whether we speak with a very, very lower voice, the voice that is returned to our ear will be 2 or 3 times more than the actual voice that is produced by the sound producing object or that is produced by the human mouth themselves. So this process in which the original sound come to our ear inside a empty room. That is the reverberation. Reverberation occurs inside the empty room. That is because there are no objects for the absorption of the sound. जस्तै हामीले याद गरेको होला, if empty छ भने we can hear the phase reflection of the sound in the form of the reverberation. हामीले आफ्नै inside the empty room. But if the rooms are filled with the furniture, those reverberation cannot be filled by the person. जति खाली रुममा हामीले ठुलो आवाज आफ्नै आवाज ठुलो सुन्छौँ, त्यस्तै भरिएको रुममा we cannot hear such type of reverberation. That is because inside the full furnished room, our sound will be absorbed by the furniture that are present inside our own rooms or inside the bedrooms or inside the houses. But as the houses becomes empty, as the rooms are empty, there is no furniture, no other striking surfaces, and no other places, no other spaces where the sounds can be absorbed. Because of this, there will be repeated and persistent reflection of the sound. This process of repeated and persistent reflection of the sound in the room is regarded as the reverberation process. It is regarded as what? Reverberation process. Reverberation takes place places when the distance between the speaker or distance between the source of sound and the striking object will be lesser than 17 meter. यदि कुनै पनि साउन्डको सोर्स र क्लिप्स अथवा कुनै पनि साउन्डको सोर्स र स्ट्राइकिङ अब्जेक्ट जहाँबाट चाहिँ रिफ्लेक्ट हुन्छ साउन्ड त्यसको डिस्टेन्स 17 मिटर भन्दा कम भयो भने we can hear the reverberation. But if the distance increases up to 17 meters, then it is regarded as echo. So basically, echo and reverberation are the similar processes, but the major difference is the distance from the source of sound and the striking object. If the distance from the source of sound and the striking object is more 17 meter, we hear the echo. But if the distance is lesser than 17 meter, we hear the reverberation. With the help of our ear. So basically, inside the empty room, since the source of sound and the distance between the striking object is lesser than 17 meters, we hear the reverberation. Because of which there will be repeated reflection of sound and our own voices. The sources of sound will be loud in comparison to the original sound that is produced by the sound producing object. Here, so extended version of the sound that takes place inside the empty room or inside this where the distance between the source of sound as well as the striking object is less than 17 meter, it is regarded as the reverberation. So basically, reverberation takes place inside the newly built rooms, newly built buildings, or inside those places where the furnitures are completely not present, where there are no other objects that can easily absorb the sound from their sources. Whereas echo takes place in those places where there is presence of a quiet forest or where there is deeper tunnels present or where the distance from the source of sound and the striking object is more than 17 meter. This reflection of sound takes place in each and every places. जस्तै हामीले कुनै पनि रुममा बसेर गफ गर्दाखेरि in that particular room also the reflection of objects present there will be able to absorb certain amount of sound and certain amount of sound will be reflected back to our ears. That is why inside the room also, inside the fully furnished room also, we can hear our own reverberation, we can hear our sound, our voices in a louder manner. That is because basically those furnitures, those objects present in the room cannot absorb each and every sound waves that comes from the particular sources. It will basically be reflected from the objects that are present in our surrounding environment. But the process of reflection or the amount of sound reflected will be very, very lesser in comparison to the bigger halls, in comparison to the empty buildings, or in comparison to the empty walls. Clear? Clear up to here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So can you
ma'am.
write the difference between reflection of sound and difference between echo and reverberation?
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
you write the difference between tell me the difference between echo and reverberation?
The reflection of sound is called echo and the prolongation of the sound is called
Okay, so basically the repetition of the sound, yes, जुन echo भनेको चाहिँ हामीले एकखेर बोलिसकेपछि फेरि त्यही आवाज हामी बाटोमा फर्केर आउँछ हो हैन यस हामी कुनै माउन्टेनको अगाडि क्लिफको अगाडि गएर करायो भने एकखेर बोलिसक्दा हाम्रो आवाज नै फर्केर हामी बाटोमा आउँछ सो that is the repetition of the sound. So this repetition of the sound that is caused by the reflection of the sound waves from any type of obstacles that are present at the distance of 17 meters from the source of sound is regarded as echo. Whereas reverberation is the multiple reflection of the sound. Reverberation is the multiple reflection of the sound that is caused by the obstacle that is present nearer to the distance of 17 meters, the sources of sound, which is persistent, which is louder or extended in comparison to the original sound, it is regarded as reverberation of the sound. For the echo third, the distance between the source of sound as well as distance between the obstacles should be at least 17 meter. Whereas for the reverberation to take place, the distance between the source of sound and the distance between the obstacles should be less than 17 meter. Echo basically occurs. Echo basically occurs in the higher mountains, deeper tunnels, wells, or in the quiet forest area, whereas reverberation generally occurs in the bigger buildings, bigger music rooms. If the music rooms are very, very bigger in comparison to their size, then the reverberation occurs. It also occurs in the empty buildings as well as the reverberation also occurs inside the empty rooms because there are no objects to absorb the sound properly. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Due to that, echo basically occurs in higher mountain and what?
Higher mountains, deep tunnels, wells, yes. Besides that, it also occurs in the quiet forest area, quiet deeper forest area. Extremely deep jungles or into jungles, extremely quiet terrain, those places where there is hear the echo of our own sound. Here, so there is a simple mathematical problem that is related with the echo of the sound. So echo of the sound also helps in determining the speed of the sound. Echo of the sound also helps us in determining the speed of the sound. Echo basically depends upon the distance from the source of sound to the distance from source of sound to the obstacle creating object. Yeah. So due to the distance produced by the obstacle creating object and the sources of the sound, the time taken to travel to a certain distance by the sound wave will also differ. So that particularly helps in determining the speed of the sound wave. Equally, the sound wave traveling of the sound wave will be hinder. Basically, the simple mathematical problem that is related to echo is speed of the sound is always dependent upon the distance traveled by the sound to how much of the distance the sound will be able to travel. As we already have studied, to hear sound, the sound has to travel from one distance to one place to another place, and then again it should return back into the original stand. So it should travel at this distance twice. Same distance, every distance na दुईचोटि move हुनुपर्छ. As we have already studied, sorry, from the sound wave must travel to a certain distance. Okay, one distance. Yes? So after striking to a certain object, the sound will be returned back to a similar direction.
Yes, ma'am. Your sound is
Yes,
not
ma'am, we are not
clear.
able to hear.
Is produced. Echo produced हुनको लागि एउटा source चाहिन्छ. Source of sound should be then there should be present obstacle. Yes. So the sound will travel from the source to the obstacle. So it covers certain distance, but the echo will only be heard when it strikes to a surface, and again the sound will be returning back to the same original distance. So there will be the sound wave will travel twice distance. Sound wave will travel double distance. एकचोटि जाँदाखेरि एकचोटि आउँदाखेरि it will travel the double distance. So because of this, the speed of the sound that is produced by the echo will also be 2d. That is distance traveled by a sound wave twice. एकचोटि जानको लागि फर्केर आउनको लागि the sound wave will travel towards a distance which is double to the original distance. Similarly, speed of the sound will also be determined by the time taken by the sound wave to travel from original position to the obstacle and from obstacle to the original position. So this is the mathematical formula that generally helps in determining speed of the sound that is produced by the echo of the object. The sound produced by the speed of the Yes. The speed of the sound due to the echo is equal to 2d upon t. 2d when echo distance traveled by the object twice. Distance traveled by the sound wave twice. It's janako lagi, it's aunako lagi. It moves from, it travels twice the distance. As you can see, equity janta from source of obstacle, obstacle but a very source turn back. So it travels twice distance. दुईचोटी similar distance ले cover गर्छ. That is why speed of the sound that is produced by the echo is always equal to 2d upon t. That is twice the distance traveled by the sound wave upon time taken by the sound wave to travel to a particular.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
With the help of this formula, now you are supposed to calculate the distance traveled by a echo, which is equal to d equals to vt upon 2. D equals to vt upon 2. That is the distance traveled by the sound wave while it is forming the echo. Echo form हुँदाखेरि जति distance travel गर्छ कुनै पनि sound wave ले जति distance travel गर्छ, that is calculated by the formula d equals to vt upon 2. With the help of this formula, you are supposed to calculate
Ma'am, to find that distance, we need to use that V into T by 2 formula.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now next thing that you need to do is distance. You need to find out the distance. Yes, but you need to find out the distance traveled by the sound.
Ma'am, now your voice is so.
Okay. Yeah, from the same formula, distance traveled by the sound wave is equal to S into T by 2. Clear here? Crisscross गर्दाखेरि
Yes, ma'am.
S into T by 2. Yes? So, distance equals to, instead of S, you can also write velocity produced by the sound. You can also write V. That is velocity produced by the sound is equal to distance traveled by the object, distance traveled by the sound wave is equal to velocity produced by the sound wave into time taken by the sound wave to travel from one place to another place upon 2. This is the formula to calculate distance traveled by the echo. This is the formula to calculate what? Distance traveled by the echo. The Mathiko formula better we can easily find out speed of the sound produced in production of the echo, whereas downward formula generally gives us distance traveled by the sound, distance traveled by the echo from one place to another place. Clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Yes.
yes, the 7 number you are supposed to do with the help of that particular formula which we studied just now. Besides these, you are supposed to finish right third answer. All the answer except the question answer which you need to finish it in the book. Otherwise, this question answer please in your copy till Sunday.
Ma'am, attendance.
The homework of magnetism also.
Ma'am, both relation sound and magnetism today you will post.
Yes, today I'll post the exercise of both of the lesson. Finish it and submit it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so that much for today. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Ma'am.
And one more. Yes.